Hi, I'm Josh.
Okay. I'm James.
Oh, and this is Table Talk.
Was this what we're...
Table Talk.
Table Talk.
Table Talk.
Table Talk.
Okay, Table Talk.
Talk. Well, I appreciated
Yeah.
the bubble we had last time. I like that.
The bubble?
Yeah,
A little,
I am James.
Yeah.
Put a lot of work into that.
Yeah. I didn't really sleep much the past few nights. Basically, all the pressure's on you this episode.
Okay. I'll try to carry you.
I'll just... Thank you. I don't know if you've seen James's triceps, but they're pretty formidable. So
Yes.
I bet he could carry me
With my triceps.
for a while. Like look at his forearm. Tom, what the heck are you doing?
No, actually, that's from all this typing I used to do as a programmer. Because I don't touch type. I just
This is the problem with the show is we have all these interesting conversations and we have them when Thomas is.
Oh, I'm recording.
Oh, I don't know that. No, seriously, like you don't look like you have the arms of most game store owners that I've seen.
I learned all my game store ordering on the street, so I had to fight to survive.
A news.
You got any news this week?
Yeah, you know.
I have local news.
Dun, dun, dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun, dun, dun, dun. Yeah, all right. We're gonna do a hobby contest this October, and we're gonna call it Hobbyween.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Basically, you will purchase and paint some sort of Halloween or spooky or horror-related item, and we will have a judging contest thing on the 29th while we do Dark Dungeons.
You could do a Mansions of Madness figure for that.
Sure.
Ah, yeah.
That's definitely on theme.
Thematically goes with what we were just talking about.
I have a question. Are there any games that don't have a Cthulhu edition?
Pandemic doesn't have a... Oh, no, wait. Yeah, they got a thing now. It's back there.
Pandemic Reign of... What is it with Lovecraft?
Domain.
It's not... It can't just be that it's public domain.
I think it's the mild racism. It really
You think
appeals to
is
a lot
it?
of people.
You think it...
Kind of drives me up a little bit off the wall, because I used to read a lot of Lovecraft as a kid, and then it's got really bad racist undertones, and then all of a sudden it's like a very popular board game add-on,
Yeah.
and it's like makes me feel weird to play this stuff with that kind of thing going on, but so yes, Cthulhu everywhere. It doesn't come up a lot in gaming anymore. In fact, last time I think I saw it, like something was the community episode where they were playing role-playing games, and the guy dressed up as a dark elf, and you can't do that. To be fair, like the Cthulhu themes that they put in these games are not the ones that are like, have the racist undertones. The racist undertones ones are where it's like, I have interbred with a.
Well, that's the whole Innsmouth thing.
Yeah, stuff, and that doesn't really show up a lot in the Cthulhu games. It just.
I mean, there's characters like the Dunwich Horror and whatnot. I mean, it's such a part of his writing, but they don't.
Well, we were at Con on the Mountain as a vendor table there. Unfortunately, I was not able to attend the second day because we had a little bit of a work emergency here, and I had to cover the store. But I did send one of my friends out there, and he had a good time, from what I understand. So.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
We're actually covering that live as we speak. So, back to you, Pumper.
As you can see behind me, things are hustling and bustling. There's a lot of people milling about, just having a great time. The mountains are clear and the creeks are bubbling. So let's go take a look at things. I'm thinking I can probably get down to that. What? We've got an emergency. This is breaking news here in Clifton Forge. There's an emergency going on. You can hear the sirens now. We're not sure what's happening, but I'll bring you updates as they come in. Thanks, Josh. Back to you.
Thanks, Pumper. That was very riveting.
They had a lot of cosplay Friday night. Did you guys see a lot of cosplay Saturday?
There was.
That actually seemed to be the primary thing.
Yeah, they had a lot of cosplay guests, and we saw a lot of folks in costume on Friday. A lot of really good costumes. There's full suit armor.
I saw a changer bot.
A change former. My favorite cosplay of the whole con, I saw a Barb from Stranger Things walking around. That was like, yes, Barb.
People like Barb.
This is a church board. It's meant for sitting next to a fireplace. Smoke goes up the chimney if you're next to the fireplace.
Niederman asks, I like an organized game and typically have to build foam core boxes or buy organizers from the Broken Token. Can you recommend a game with top quality inserts I won't have to replace?
No. It's very rare that a game comes with an actual insert from the factory. It's very difficult to, anticipate how many expansions a game will have. So even a game that's self-contained and complete at the start, you're gonna get an expansion and then you have to come up with a new storage solution. And so that's why they have these custom storage solution companies and why game manufacturers are starting to make boxes like these. A lot of times they do these expansions that have boxes to hold things. This is a actual collector box that only comes with 11 cards, but it's designed to hold the full game of Boss Monster. This is a expansion for the Red Dragon Inn called the Character Trove. It's a regular sized expansion, but it's actually got, it's just basically an empty box. It's got storage for all the other expansions, plus some for the future. I don't think I've ever actually encountered a game that had a really good storage solution from the very beginning. Even the ones that I've seen that have inserts to kind of hold cards and things, they won't hold sleeved cards. So as soon as you sleeve them, you have to come up with another solution right away anyways.
Chris asks, is Josh making you do this show against your will? Do you need someone to send help?
I don't think anybody could force me to wear this against my will. So.
Also, what's your current favorite game? Thanks.
I'd have to say my favorite game is Warhammer 40K, because we're about to start a new kill team thing, and I love kill teams. Very small scale, lots of opportunity for hobbies, that kind of thing.
Does your favorite game change a lot?
Yes, usually with whatever we're doing the month of the store. Actually, my favorite type of game is miniatures games because I enjoy the hobby aspect of it. Send in your questions by making a comment below.
Speaking of game organization, as you all know, Fantasy Flight has it in for all of you and goes out of their way to make very unhelpful storage. What do you call that? Default box. Of course, Imperial Assault. It's a particularly fiddly game, especially given the map tiles. But I set out I'm going to make an Imperial Assault storage system so I can access the tiles and whatnot more readily, and maybe I'll actually play it a bit more. So this is my first attempt at that. First of all, we have our book. This is all of the directions and whatnot. Here we go.
That way people can actually see that it's not tier goods.
Imperial Assault. Here's all the manuals. I actually, this is actually a bit cumbersome, so I think I'm going to split them up, the campaign guides up into separate things and just use a brass tack thing to, I don't know what I thought I was doing when I made that. Thought it was some GM or something. So that sucks. What doesn't suck, I think, but could use a little work, is drawers. I love drawers. So here we have the character cards sitting on top here. And this is the campaign segment. We have all our campaign specific cards in here. And this is all foam core, and these are my skirmish cards, and then dice. The real reason I built this was for the tiles. And here we have the tiles, and I made 3 foam core inserts for each drawer, and these are organized by set. So here I have the Twin Shadows set here, and I also put the doors in there because they were easy. This is the base game here, and here. They're separated by set. You essentially have an interior set that's double-sided and an exterior set that's double-sided. So I haven't put it in yet, but underneath each bit, I'm going to write the numbers that go in each section. So, because you want to keep all the numbers together, like it's this through this.
Because that's how they do the
But you also want them like similar size tiles together. So when they don't do that with, like with Hoth, I had to get a little more creative. So this one, there's a large range of size, and it just ended up having to throw them in there.
There's a big old tray.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty happy with this. It took me probably a lot more time than it should have to make this, but I think if I continue to play this game, I'm going to use this more or less forever. So
make room for Jabba's palace.
And and that's the thing, is I'm just going to have to buy another one of these. There we go. Which brings us to the miniatures. So for now, I have the miniatures in this box. I'd like to put them in drawers as well, but the real issue with that is these larger miniatures, they don't fit in those shelves. So I'm looking for a shelving that has like a bottom drawer that's bigger just to put the larger figures.
Have a dewback guy
figures
soon,
in.
right?
Also, this isn't the most durable. Like this isn't the best for travel.
Should have bought a BitBox.
Yeah. Should have bought a BitBox Mobile. It's certainly a kind of a 1.0. I don't know if this is the best long-term solution, but a Jurley box for each faction.
I think.
And the large miniatures.
I think most dudes would go with tackle box.
Yeah, most people go with a tackle box, and I like the tackle box somewhat, but the tiles. What about the tiles? So maybe I need a tackle box.
Tackle box for miniatures, drawers for tiles.
Yeah, so maybe that's what it is. This is nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so these are all the tokens you
Where'd
need.
you get those?
And this is, you get this at the craft store. It's for your Jurley beads.
It makes it so that you can just open them up, put them on the table, and pull the tokens out.
And we're experimenting with using blue and red dice for strain and damage instead of the tokens, much to Pumper's chagrin.
Well, the classic way to store miniatures is in a foam tray. For sale at Mishap Games.
Oh, well, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should get some foam trays for some drawers.
Or at least for the big figures. Would you like to see what... You haven't seen our grid foam yet, have you?
Pre-cut.
No, not right
Yeah,
now.
grab
Grab
I'll
that.
grab the grid foam.
You're about to get schooled.
I'm about schooled.
So this is my storage use. These are cases from Pirate Lab. We sell them here. They're actually a new case company. We really like them. They have standard size cases like this. These actually fit another brand whose name I will not mention. So they're very similar sized. Pretty good quality case.
So it fits inserts from this other unnamed brand?
Exactly. But they also make their own inserts as well. So this is a pre-cut tray kind of for man-sized figures. So if you want to do a lot of Imperial Assault figures, this one will do it. Currently, right now, I have my moderns in here. They are in a state of being painted. Now, the Wookiee's going to need a different size tray.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah. He's a little big. Yeah.
Wookiee fail.
Wookiee fail. But they come in different sizes. This one's sized for very small figures because I'm going to use it for my dwarves. That one would kind of work.
Yeah. Oh, that works. Actually, yeah.
But we do have a larger...
But you know what? It being a little tight's good because it, keeps it from
Sure, you just don't
around.
want to bend them or anything.
Yeah.
Over here, we have much larger tray inserts.
So you could put, a couple Wookiees
Oh, yeah.
standing up right next to each other in
So
there.
this is for my larger figures. Like, here's my dwarf runesmith. And he fits in there. Nice and snug. So we can get these trays in different sizes. You'll note that this one down here is actually twice as thick as the other two trays, right? These are 2-inch deep trays. The other ones are 1-inch deep trays. So I can fit my banner guys without having to cut foam or anything.
Now, do they make an intermediate, like something in between
Yes,
this
they do.
and this?
They do.
Okay, so all sorts of size of minis.
Exactly. But I want to show you some of their special trays, because they have something no other company has as well. Also, I really kind of like that it's a tight fit, because a lot of foam trays, foam bag companies that do the foam trays, they kind of rattle around loose. They're most bags have a top loading aspect.
Yeah.
Where they see, this is actually, you have to turn on its side to load, and so it uses pressure to kind of keep all the miniatures in there. So here's one of the larger ones.
I see.
Right.
Yeah.
It's pre-cut there. This is something that I don't think I've seen any other company have. It's called cut foam or snip foam. What you do is you take your larger miniatures and you place them up against this, and then use a little pair of scissors and snip out the outline.
So it has more stability than like pick and pluck, because it's not like pre-cut.
Exactly.
By putting it.
You would actually
I see.
Step here and here, and then around here.
But since you're snipping it rather than pick and pluck, you have
more stability, right?
More stability.
In fact, if you look at their
rigidity.
website, they actually you can actually carve it the other way too. You can actually carve down as well, right? So for example, you don't. This is probably the best way to store this. But if you had a very odd shaped model and you wanted to store it like this, you could actually cut this part deeper and then leave the side up, and then it would support the legs and things. So this is a 2-inch deep tray, but they make them up to 4 inches, and they're quite nice actually. It's a good storage solution for your big monsters and stuff.
How much is that?
I don't know. I think they're. All right. This 2-inch tray is $8.50, and the 4-inch version is $15. But yeah, you could. You don't have to use these trays in the bags.
Well, considering these little drawers from Walmart are like $15, like it's not.
A lot of folks I know actually do Rubbermaid containers, large flat ones, and they get foam trays like this or this, and they put the foam trays in the Rubbermaid containers.
Yeah, I could see myself potentially doing that if my commitment to drawers remains. Those boxes are a lot more travelable. Thanks for watching the show, guys. You had something to say?
No.
Thanks for watching the show, gals and guys.